Good morning, friends, and welcome back to the wonderful world of Skyrim, specifically the Winking Skeever in Solitude. Yes, we are in possibly the nicest, although I love that shadow of that chain. That's hilarious. We are in possibly the nicest inn we've ever been to here in Skyrim. And, yeah, it's fairly warm in the city, so I feel like we don't need to be wearing our new cloak. But we're still wandering around in mostly unenchanted Archmage gear. We're gonna fix that at some point, but for now, the issue isn't going and fighting world-ending monsters. It's trying to get people on our side. And Solitude is the largest city we've been to so far, and it's not even close. So, what do we got here?
Spare some gold for a veteran?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you spare a septum? Lost
course.
an eye during the Great War, or I'd earn it myself. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
You are
It's best you leave me be.
entirely welcome.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
What's your story?
I was the finest scout in the Legion once. Tracked down all the places in the wilds that were causing people trouble. Lost my helmet in one of the old caves. My pretty, pretty helmet. Life just got worse after that. Kept losing things. So many things.
I could maybe find the helmet?
Oh, you could? I sure would love to have it again. Could show you some of my old scouting tricks.
So you were really in the army then?
What? You see a man falling on hard times, and you think he's been like that forever? I was there. I fought in the Great War. I was on the field at Anvil. And when I was struck down, they left me. You understand? They left me for dead. I didn't leave them.
Ah, but I bet they called you a deserter anyway, despite the fact that it was not your fault.
I do miss that helmet.
Well, we'll see if we can find it. No promises, but I'll do my best. Radiant Raiment. But it's a little bit early, I think.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, all these places. That said,
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful
Dragons?
You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're
Oh,
looking to make
of
some
course.
easy gold, yes?
so this is Jari. I actually talked to him already, but then the game froze, and I lost that.
Until next time.
But I've pretty much already decided that I'm not interested in shipwrecking people for money. Not on this character. So we're just going to go ahead and unmark that one.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
See, normally I side with the Stormcloaks because I guess I didn't know a lot about the lore back then. But wow, this city is absolutely gorgeous, and I don't know how much of the grandeur here is built in and how much of it comes from my mods, but my god, this place is beautiful. Okay, hey you.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
That's what I do, yes. What do you need?
My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
How can I find him?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him.
Really?
No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone.
What?
It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
That's terrifying. Okay, why do you need him back?
Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return. Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences.
Interesting. How can I get to him?
He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry. But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they could help for such an important matter.
Okay, you sound like a cultist. Who is this person?
He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but few can name him. But he has forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him, and woe to those who draw his ire. But you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this.
Yeah, I noticed that your face is a little bit weird. I can't tell if you're mare or human, if I'm being honest. Not that that's a bad thing. This sounds like a Daedra.
Until next time.
And it sounds like you are in a Daedric cult, but I'll see what I can do. Okay. We do need to investigate the Solitude sewers. So let's do that. I think that's probably the next thing to do. But again, I do want to take some time and just enjoy this place. They even have like manhole covers for the sewers. That's really cool. We got a training ground here. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the Imperial capital, so it makes sense they'd have their training grounds here. Ah, the Fletcher. We were just talking about that.
Hello and welcome, my friend. How may I help you on this fine day?
What do you got?
Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
Ooh. We got some nice stuff. That bow is really nice, especially if I want to go and, hunt vampires. Wow. Okay, lots of good stuff here. Some crossbows. Yeah, that hallowed ebony bow I've got my eyes on, but I don't have the money for it just now.
Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
I hope so. I don't use bows much these days, but I'll definitely keep you in mind.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials. But what can I help you with?
You make armor for them?
It's almost all I have time for these days. The men training here in Solitude, and the troops out in the field, they all need weapons and armor.
Look at all those helmets.
You should look into joining. They could use every hand they can get.
Nah, no thank you. But you're pretty dedicated, yeah?
To be honest, no. But High King Torrig supported them. And now, her lady Elisif has thrown in with them. You could say I'm a king's man at heart. I guess that's Jarl's man now. My loyalty lies with Solitude. So, where Jarl Elisif leads, I follow.
I'm gonna have to go and,
Return
meet this
anytime
Jarl
you
of
need
yours.
Arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Actually,
Blades,
do you have?
helmets, pretty much anything to suit your
you've got
needs.
ebony plate. Okay, do I have anything I can sell you? We'll go ahead and sell this shield. We'll sell this staff. And yeah, this glass armor is really cool, but I don't see any use case for it for us. So we'll sell those. And yeah, we'll pick up the ebony plate armor. That
Keep safe.
takes up
And
most of our
always wear
gold.
your armor.
But now all I need is the gauntlets and the boots to make a full set. Okay.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Nobody asked you.
Arms and armor, forged by a master craftsman.
Okay, once we're in the sewers, I'm kind of assuming we're in a dungeon. So we're gonna be careful here. There could be skeevers or who knows what else. I see a dead skeever down there, so the who knows what else is probably what's happening here. That door is barred. Yeah, this is definitely a dungeon. So we'll go ahead, put on the scary mask. And we're going to be very cautious.
Something smells foul.
Yeah, I noticed. What is happening down here? I can't tell if you're an enemy, because you look an awful lot like someone I know. You two look very much like... Oh yeah. Thankfully, they're slow. We've got a couple of these Elytra nymphs as pets, but these ones do not seem to be interested in that. Thorn Hook. I am terrified of this place. I don't think I've ever been down here. I have played hundreds of hours of Skyrim. I don't think I've ever been down here. I can't tell if it's because it's a DLC thing or maybe a Creation Club thing, but my god. It's like Blackreach, but not as pretty. And we've got a Spriggan over there. So we're just gonna step back. Corrupted Spriggan. That was very entertaining. You're already dead. Yeah, I don't know what's going on down here. Got another Spriggan over there. Wow, this hunter has a lot of stuff on them. Not a lot of stuff I need, but a lot of stuff. And again, there's a... not an exit, but a space that has sunlight coming down. As much as I don't necessarily feel like eating in a place like this, we are getting hungry. So we'll eat one of those venison chops we got from Felberg. And now we've got some kind of ruins. Fascinating. This stump has spores and a bunch of other stuff. We're going to go ahead and take this stuff because I'm not sure what it does or what it's for. I assume they're crafting supplies. Probably for alchemy. Yeah, this place is bizarre. But again, hey, if I'm getting good alchemy supplies, go ahead and drop a save here. Did I pick up chain lightning? It doesn't look like I did. I'm definitely going to have to pick up chain lightning. I thought I did, but maybe I lost that because of freezes or whatever. So we got all these thorn hooks and flame thingies. Some rot scale. Flame stock. Oh boy, there's a bunch of blood up here. Part of me wants to go back and check out that building I saw. But we're gonna keep exploring. Crap! Golden Saint helmet. Now that's interesting. We've been dealing with these Golden Saints for a while now, but what does this place have to do with them? Whoa. What is going on here? Look, whatever that is, it's probably not good. I'm gonna go ahead and drop an Atronach just to see if he goes... Yeah, that's an enemy, alright. Alright, we're backing off, because that guy clearly looks like a very powerful spellcaster. So we're stepping back. You have a Golden Saint warrior with you. Okay. Oh, we got incoming. Oh, jeez. Okay, you're definitely a wizard. Oh yeah, even just being hit incidentally is rough. Yeah, again, that's chain lightning. I can tell because they clearly can't see me, but I'm still getting hit. So this person does not even need line of sight. There we go. Okay, now that I can see you. Stepping back.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, very powerful apparently. But now that we know, did some decent damage there, but wow, this is not an easy one. Oh, stepping way back. Okay, you're way over there. Like, this could be a ward and staff thing, but I worry that my ward is not powerful enough. Wow.
Yeah.
Doing okay, Jazargo? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this guy. But he's definitely got healing magic. Wow. That was a hell of a fight. That Thoron was... I'm dropping a save. That was rough. Madness Helmet of Recovery. I'll take it if only for the... Modifies the wearer's worn equipment. Ooh, and a bunch of conjures. Dark Seducer, Golden Saint. And we've got a 2-part journal to read. So I assume it's going to be a long one. Reality and Other Falsehoods. The Blessings of Sheogorath. Oh my god, the amber is shaped like a face. What is happening right now? Okay, this sample of Madness ore was discovered deep in a Nordic ruin. That's good, because I have some of that. It shouldn't have, no, could not have been there before. My time spent with the sword has had an impact far greater than I ever could have imagined. My reach has grown far beyond these twisting tunnels. This is wonderful news. Perhaps even more such fragments have appeared in the unlikeliest of places. That said, working this material into a usable form has proven difficult. Raw amber equally so. This is a job better suited for a master blacksmith with deep knowledge of the arcane. Someone like Evethra. A peerless smithy and my confidant in learning the hidden sides of spellcraft, Evethra would no doubt be able to work out the secrets of amber and madness ore. If she hasn't gone completely mad by now, that is. I shall have the seducers deliver her a sample of each. With any luck, she still hones her craft north of Mistwatch, even after all these years. And then we've got Thoron's Journal Part 3. Okay, so they want me to take that sword. But that does not sound like an amazing idea. We're just gonna check. Ah, okay, that's the spot that I wanted to go to earlier. Okay, so we're gonna read through this journal because I feel like there is something very, very sinister happening here. And I don't want to touch that sword until I know what I'm about. So, we're gonna do a little bit of reading, friends. Thoron's Journal, Volume 1. Not that long. Awesome. Second of First Seed, 4th Era, 200. I have stumbled upon a dream. Not one conjured from sleep or stupor, but sight and sense. I now hold in my possession a lump of amber shaped like the mad god himself. When I placed my hand upon it for the very first time, I stepped into the world of mania. My mind was truly clear and my eyes forever open. But as all dreams come to pass, so too did my time in bliss. With a single step, I found myself back in the wilderness, far away from my lovely mania. Gone were the golden hills, luminous stalks, and whimsical fragrances, and in its place the stink of flora and fools unbothered by the gloom. I have set about making a connection with the artifact once more, and to the wonderful land, wondrous land it has revealed to me. 4th of First Seed, 4th Era 200. Curses! After 2 days of constant focus, I finally connected with Mania once more. Or, it may be more accurate to say that Mania connected with me in this secluded camp near Solitude. A powerful Daedra took shape before my eyes, a golden saint with armor gleaming and eyes burning with surprise and fury. To my dismay, my ordinary methods of bending Daedra to my will were of no use. As it began to raise its weapon against me, I fled. Whatever power was left in the amber, it lies dormant now. I must find other artifacts like it, and through their magic forge a connection to the world I lost. So by the Mad God, I assume they mean Sheogorath, or Sheogorath. I never know exactly how to pronounce that name. Let's read the second journal. Oh, this is a bit of a longer one, friends. Here we go. 16th of Sun's Dusk, 4th Era 200. I have taken up residence deep in the Solitude sewers away from prying eyes. I am sure to be undisturbed here while I continue my work. How'd that work out for you, my friend? It pains me to work with these bandit imbeciles with their heads made of cheese. Or was it brains made of yogurt? I suppose the distinction is irrelevant. They are clumps of aged dairy left out in the sun, each one far too stupid to know the worth of their plunder, and for that reason they themselves are given worth. Much as our Lord would do, I have split them into 2 groups to cover the caravan routes therein. The armors I've collected from these tunnels will serve some use here. Perhaps I will make it in a competition. The group that retrieves the most artifacts will be rewarded with a bar of soap. 28th of Rain's Hand, 4th Era 201. The more artifacts I gather, the more in tune with our Lord I become. I can feel his wisdom coursing through me, informing my every move. Yet there is something lacking, as nothing I have retrieved thus far has allowed me to return to my blessed mania. I have even turned to using tokens from dementia out of desperation. With every failed attempt, my patience continues to thin. I may need to strangle a bandit or 2 or 20 to calm my frazzled nerves. 15th of Midyear, 4th Era 201. Our Lord Sheogorath must be pleased. Very, very pleased. This new artifact is a truly remarkable find. Yes, truly, truly remarkable. To think that it was nearly dismissed as an ordinary claymore, when in fact, it was the sword of Jigalag, the weapon wielded by the Prince of Order. It's the craftsmanship that betrays its truth. Perfect symmetry on both sides, its angles matching the 10 numerals beyond, or matching 10 numerals beyond the decimal. Perhaps 20 or even 40 numerals. I will make an effort to count them tonight. Yet its true power is held in its enchantment, for when I look upon its crystal edge, I see more than my reflection. I begin to see time the way a cloud sees the river. It has a beginning and an end, but they exist in concert. The past, present, and future flow as one. I spoke to a cloud the next day, and it confirmed this to be true. Through the sword's visions, I know what is to come. The sewers beneath the city is where the path will open. The sword will serve as the bridge. 22nd of Midyear, 4th Era 201. The sword of Jigalag reveals much beyond my intent. It has a logic that seems familiar, but at the same time repels me. It desires mania as I do, but its goal is that of destruction. Worse yet, our Lord's voice feels distant, muted even. I find my thoughts being short and my words more so. 30th of Midyear, 4th Era 201. I need to keep my writings separated. I'm beginning to suspect my journals are speaking to each other. No, not suspect. I have proof. But I can't write it here lest my future self speak more lies. Each thought, past and present, must remain pure. Wow, so this guy is definitely going through something. And here we have the 3rd volume. 5th of Sun's Height, 4th Era 201. The sword's bloodlust can be used. Its desire to cleave a bridge, cut open the path, but never let the wound fester. A broken bone grows stronger when healed. 18th of Sun's Height, 4th Era 201. Another vision. A long march through the gray. Crackle of boots pressed on misshapen throats. In the fog, a whistle marking time. The sword is planted in the earth. Chaos screams, bleeds. Through its heart, roots are nourished. From the wound, a tree blooms. A path opens. First of Last Seed, 4th Era 201. Scar tissue hardens. Roots thicken. The wound bleeds, but the path is blocked. A fish swimming upstream. Perhaps the path is not for me. The path is for it. The river must flow from source to mouth to fill the mind's cup. 16th of last seed, 4th era, 201. Temporary hearing lost. Bread, baking in a hearth. We reach out and grasp the abyss, only to let go. Face first into the mud with gritted teeth. Light bending through a glass eye. How easily we are lost. Revelation soaring on red wings above the dark. Rain running down the side of every window pane. I will not go manic. I will bring mania to me. Wow. Powerful stuff from someone who's clearly losing his mind. Definitely makes me wonder whether I should be touching this thing. But we're gonna do it because curiosity is, you know, more powerful than caution, clearly. Oh boy. That's not good. Alright, I'm carrying too much.
Khajiit got your back.
So, we're gonna trade some things.
Jezargo only has so much room to carry things.
That's true, and also, because you still have that giant power cannon, you probably have very little room. I have 10 pounds I have to give you. Okay, so I'll give you the plate armor.
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So yeah, I got no idea what that was all about. We're still going to be careful though, because I don't know if there are more enemies in here. I mean, there's a skeever. Couple skeevers. But now we're back into a fairly mundane sewer, which I never thought I would be grateful to see, but my god, I am. Is there a switch or something, or should I just go around? I think I should just go around. And there's the door that I couldn't open. Well, that was absolutely terrifying. I think I just kind of want to pretend like that didn't happen. Alright, let's see if we can find the Jarl. That said, I suddenly feel like I need multiple cure disease potions. Hey, over here. Hey, over here. Wait, no, I want to be a customer. Where are you going?
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun?
I have. In fact, I actually have a home there.
Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help.
I haven't met her, but I could try to find out more.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
Aromatics. So you sell perfumes?
We mostly carry herbs and alchemical ingredients, that sort of thing. Before the war, our stock was mostly used for aromatic use in homes. Yes. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like.
That's fair. Speaking of which, what do you got?
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Yes, I am. We're going to start with a couple of potions of cure disease, or a potion of cure disease, because you only have one. We're going to keep some of these resist stuff, or things. Excellent.
Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
I won't. Okay. We're looking for the Jarl.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
Oh, I still have the scary mask on. Let's fix that.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
We've got this shop called Bits and Pieces.
Hello, I'm Gisley, but you can just call me Erica's sister.
Aaron said you got here
Everyone
just
does.
before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight.
Yeah, it wasn't great, I gotta say. Were you there?
No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that.
And who's Behrend?
Baron's my husband.
Behrend.
He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
Oh yeah, I saw him. Oh, Sale, yeah, what do you got?
Some might call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Honestly, I think that's the best I've heard that line delivered so far. Well done. I don't see anything currently I'm particularly interested in. That Nordic ring is really, really awesome looking, though. Look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, nothing I'm really interested in.
We'll speak again later.
Actually, let me see if I have something I can sell to
Odds and
you.
ends, that sort of thing.
We're gonna take a look at this sword in a second. I think the Staff of Fireballs I can get rid of. And that's probably it. Speaking of which, we got some spells to learn. And honestly, now that I can summon those, I'm not sure what their relative power is to the Atronox or to the Dremora that I can summon, but like, pretty nice overall. There's the Castle Dower. So, in theory...
Arms and armor. Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
This way, perhaps? Yeah, looks like this way. I feel like this is gonna be a more difficult thing than the other time, or than the other, cities. I feel like we're gonna have a harder time impressing the Jarl here. Wow, look at this place. Temple of the Divines. That might be one of the sunspots that I saw when I was underground.
Can't wait to gut one of those rebels.
So, you were the one presiding over the execution.
Not my finest hour. Rogvir was a fine and honorable man.
Then why did you execute him?
Sometimes you just do what needs to be done. You don't have to hate a man to kill him. Though, admittedly, it helps.
It does help. Angeline sent me to ask about her daughter.
Generally, posting information is need to know only.
I mean, she seems to be pretty upset. I feel like she needs to know.
I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
Alright, I'll let her know. I wish you would do it instead of me, though. Seems like it's kind of your job. I'm still having a hard time figuring out where the actual Jarl is.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
Maybe it's over here? No, this is the blacksmith. A lot of East Empire Company stuff over here.
Wow, look at that robe. Are you a wizard?
Yes, I am. And that just gets me back here. I am so lost, friends. I am so lost. Which, you know, is pretty par for the course for me, so I'm not, like, surprised by this. Okay, so we're doing this loop again.
Not safe these days. Travelers just disappear south of Dragon Bridge.
So we're just gonna explore a little bit.
Lady Atia says my voice is second
Been my
only
honor to
hers,
perform at the Blue
but she's
Palace
selling
on many
short.
occasions. His late lordship was quite the admirer.
Please, take pity on
Papa
an old
says I won't
madman.
see Rob here anymore,
All right, then.
but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Maybe the palace is out here. This looks more like it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, the Blue Palace. Again, look at all this vegetation. This is like nowhere else in Skyrim. Like, the area underneath Winterhold College has something similar to this, but it's all, like, enclosed.
You heard of Ravenscar Hollow? Cave on the island to the west. Places a roost for those about.
Okay, into the Blue Palace. Even indoors, man, this place is gorgeous.
Sibyl Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton.
You the court wizard?
No, that honor is Sibyl Stentor's. A smart woman steers clear of Stentor.
Fair enough.
And keeps herself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day.
What do you mean by that?
Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough.
Fair enough.
You are free to leave.
So what
No
is
doubt
your
most
job
folk
here?
in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous.
They are pretty awesome, but they keep attacking me, so I have to keep killing them. What's your job here?
I make sure Erica keeps breathing.
Oh, fair enough.
You are excused.
Erica, the useless fop, as his sister calls him. Not that I would ever say that to his face.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
At some point I'm gonna get into the Pelagius
Don't
wing,
mess
but not
anything
just
up
yet.
while you're here.
Let's talk to the Jarl first.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are
Please
coming
don't interrupt the court.
from strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under my rule.
Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I came
all
for.
questions.
Better get back
Oh,
to
suddenly
Dragon
everyone's
Ball.
talking to me all at once. Okay. Well, clearly there's something going on here. But let's start by introducing ourselves.
My
Keep your weapon out of your hands, and we'll get along just fine.
If you have business, please see Falk Firebrand, my steward.
Hi, my name is Firebrand. I'm the Archmage of the College of Winterhold, the brand new Archmage. We're trying to re-establish ourselves. You need someone to check out Wolfskull Cave?
Oh, I thought that matter was handled. I think Falk is taking care of that.
I wonder who's actually in charge here. Are you the High Queen of Skyrim?
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torygg was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen.
Yeah, I noticed that she doesn't do the Jarl pose. Like, look at her. She's sitting with her hands in her lap. She's leaning forward. She does not look like a standard Skyrim Jarl. Do you trust Tullius?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have?
This sounds like a rude question, but do you know why Ulfric killed your husband?
Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torygg. And so he came before my husband and he shouted. With that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say. For it grieves me to speak of it.
Now, that's not how I heard it happen. Firebrand wouldn't say this to her, but...
Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
But I heard that Ulfric killed Torygg with a sword after knocking him over with a shout. I don't think he shouted him to death. Anyway. Sybil?
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
Fair enough. I guess I'm not going to bother talking to you.
Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with people looking to spill your blood.
I can tell, and you give me big vampire energy. Like those eyes? Anyway.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
Okay, so Ericor is not the Jarl.
Bryling's obsession with honor and tradition is quaint, but politically irrelevant.
What's your place here?
I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information before talking with someone. Risk of looking like an idiot and all that.
Oh, I'm sure that's something you wouldn't know anything about. Do all the Thanes support Elisif?
Oh, most certainly. At least when Elisif herself asks. If you're inquiring whether we have concerns about her age and inexperience, let me put it this way. The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius's leadership.
I see. So she is a puppet.
Return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
Do you have business with the court?
I do, but I want to talk to this person
quick.
first.
I have little patience for mundane
I can
concerns.
always find time to share a word with a warrior.
I am a warrior, but I don't think you're going to share any words with me. Yes.
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
Boy, you
I'm
just
Jarl Stewart.
have a problem,
If you have
don't you?
court business to tend to. You talk to me.
Yes.
The Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
Yes, I can tell that the Jarl doesn't take care of a great many things on her own, it seems. I hear you're looking for some help with Wolfskull Cave?
You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work.
Phenomenal. Why do they call it Wolf Skull Cave?
The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted.
Okay, first off, dropping a save.
Feel free to return to me with questions. Do you have business with the court?
Does General... Wow, you're just
Please,
getting up in my space.
Feel welcome in the Court of Solitude.
All right.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Does General Tullius respect Elisif?
Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker.
He's right behind you.
There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it.
He's right behind you.
You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain
now he's
your
not.
welcome
Wow.
in this city.
He vanished.
He may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that.
I will. What will happen to Elisif if the Empire wins the war?
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
That's interesting. So it's almost a parliamentary system. The High Queen is elected, apparently? I don't suppose you can get me into the Pelagius wing.
Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns. I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
You seem to have a problem. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem.
Really?
Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution.
Are you sure about that? Again, your eyes are kind of orange and glowy. Are you sure? Never mind. I'll see what I can do.
I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
How long you been the court wizard, just out of curiosity?
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torig's father. It was Torig who appointed me to the position.
Interesting. You and High King Torig were close?
Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torig on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king.
Wow. You look very young to have raised the last High King. Anyway, where were you when he died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
How did it happen?
Ulfric showed up at the gates of Solitude requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Torig to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Torig, it was already too late.
Why?
By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Torig had no choice but to accept. Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Torig had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, that ancient and terrible tongue, ripped Torg asunder.
Interesting. Okay, well?
Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like you would know.
You a wizard or something?
I am a wizard or something, but at the moment I'm very concerned about what's going on. in the court at Solitude. It's not really my business. I'm just a neutral observer, a third party, but this doesn't look good to me. Like, what's happening here reeks of corruption. But I probably shouldn't say that out loud, so we're leaving. So we did have one of the maids here that might be able to get us into the Pelagius wing, but for now, we're not going to do that. I feel like there are more important things than finding the probably Daedric master of that madman. Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in Solitude. We're probably going to be here for a while. For now, I think we're going to head back to the inn. Oh.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Okay.
Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Request to meet. What do we got? Wait, I'm not seeing... Oh, a request to meet. Thank you for your efforts to protect my realm. I believe you possess something that I am in search of, and I require it before I return home. It is the artifact from the Shivering Isles that serves as the focus of Thoron's depraved rituals. Meet me beneath the Arch of Solitude upon the shore, so that we might make an exchange. Okay, well that's yet another thing added to my plate while I'm here in Solitude. There's the Winking Skeever. We're going to get back there. Get back to our room. And we have to really think hard as we sleep tonight and try to figure out what's going on, because this is very confusing. There's a lot going on. It definitely feels like the Jarl isn't the Jarl here. Solitude is clearly unlike any other
I mostly deal with
civilization here in Skyrim.
Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes.
You're in debt?
Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own.
What if I talk to him, I guess?
He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Like I said, as though I didn't have enough going on right now. Yeah, we're going to be here in Solitude for a while, I think. Hey, at least they cleaned up the body. That makes them better than the folks over at Dawnstar. Okay.
I'm too old to work.
Back to the Winking Skeever.
Come on in. Got warm food.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors.
Hello,
Imperials.
I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
Wow, lots of folks here today. But we're gonna head upstairs.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run.
Back to our room. That one's owned.
I wish only to graduate.
It's still owned. Okay, so it's owned again, so we have to go back and rent it one more time. All good. No problem.
Fletching suits. Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting.
Execution.
Yeah, it was a nasty bit of business.
Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter.
Why were they executing him?
You really don't know?
I really don't know.
He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape Solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and Rogvir lets him ride right back out.
How do you take your mind off something like that?
Most people head over to the Winking Skeever.
Hey, where we're at right
If you're
now.
not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip. People to see and places to go.
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Aaron.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and eat some food.
Of the scourge that
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
We'll speak again later.
On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
No, I already know where the room is, thank you.
It's an honor to have Viarmo for instruction on drum, but it's far too reserved for my tastes.
Fair enough. Okay. Friends, it's been a long and confusing day here in Solitude. We've got a lot to think about and a lot to do, but for now, we need a good night's sleep, and that means we're going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope I'll see you next time.